what Ward said to everyone a minute ago. I guess first, I never, not even a million years, I'd be standing here doing this, but I am. So first things, I'd like to thank everyone for being here to celebrate my brother's life and show your support to the family. And a very big thank you to two people that are sitting here today. My fiance Milt and my best friend Darlene, for being my rock through one of the most difficult times in my life. I love you both very much. Mike was my older brother, the eldest of us all. He was 3 when I came along and so rudely disrupted his only child gig. Through my entire upbringing, it was always Mike and Cheryl because we were inseparable. We did everything together, went everywhere together, even got into constant trouble together. That's just how it was. I remember having our fights, being angry, feisty, doing things on purpose to make the other one mad, as siblings will do, but we always made up, and the next day, we're right back to doing our own thing together. Mike loved his family, his friends, his girlfriend, her children, and every one of the people he loved, he protected and stood up for no matter what, unconditionally. He was always happy for everyone if something good happened in their life. For example, when I bought my house, he went around telling everyone that would listen, he'd say, "My sister just bought her first house, pretty cool," with a smile on his face. As some of you know, Mike had a motorcycle that was his pride and joy, his rocket, as he liked to call it. When he first bought the bike, I was concerned, as he was a need for speed type person, and so I always stressed to him, "Jesus, Mike, you're gonna hurt yourself on that thing." Yes, I know, I sounded like his mother. He would come into Simcoe on his rocket every once in a while, and every time he did, he would bug me to go for a ride with him. Well, me being the big chicken I am, I would always find an excuse not to go, until one day I finally said, "Okay, as long as you promise me you won't go fast and we'll stay in town." So I hopped on the back and we went for a short ride across town to get gas. Of course, he found the gas station that was the furthest away from my house. We left the gas station. He asked me as we were pulling out, "Are you good? You're not scared?" I said, "No, I'm okay." So he asked if I was okay to go outside of town with him for a little spin, and so he could show me how fast the bike was. I reluctantly agreed. We got to the outskirts of town. He turned onto Blue Line Road and told me to lock my fingers together around the front of him and hold on. Oh God. The bike went from 0 to way too fast in what seemed like 10 seconds, and maybe it was, I don't know. All I recall is looking over his shoulder to see the speedometer and it reading 142 kilometers per hour. And that's when he started gearing down and braking. Yes, it was way too fast, but the point of my story is he was my big brother. He loved me, he always protected me, and I knew he wouldn't let anything happen to me. I trusted him, and I knew that bike was something he was passionate about, so I went for that ride. I could go on and on about all the stories, adventures, mishaps, you name it, from our childhood, from Ontario to Alberta and back again. But at the end of the day, they are all just memories I will forever hold on to. And I would be here all day. I know that it would be very difficult for many of us going forward without Mike in our lives, but I also know he would not want us to be overwhelmed with sadness. He was a positive person who loved life, loved his family, and was a great person to be around. Life will never, ever be the same without him, but his memory will forever live on in our hearts.